going on YouTube? This is DSMTUNER. It's been about a year since my last Eclipse update, so I'm basically just going to run down what's been going on with the car in the past year and kind of what my plans are. If any of you remember my last video, it'd be my third video. I was in the process of getting a new short block for this engine, and this is the short block installed. I didn't get a chance to film any of the building of the engine once I got the short block. That was my bad. Anyways, this short block comes from CImotorsports.com. Guy named Sean built it for me. Wasn't a whole lot of money, and he really did a quality job on it. I got Waseco pistons and Manley rods, ARP main studs on the crank. It was only an extra, I think, $100, and so I thought might as well throw it in there as well. So if any of you guys are looking for a short block, I'd totally recommend checking out CImotorsports.com and talk to Sean. He was a great guy. It did take a while to get it here, only because of the COVID pandemic bullshit. I think there was trouble getting the pistons manufactured. Got the engine, put it together, got it back in the car, and drove great. Didn't have any oil leaking problems like I had in the past. Put a new oil pump on it, new timing belt, pretty much brand new everything. I still have my remanufactured cylinder head on here. Ended up rebuilding the 16G turbo. It did have some shaft play, so I bought a rebuild kit from Han Racecraft and rebuilt that as well. So basically I drove the car for the rest of the summer into the fall. Went all right. Was still running off the stock ECU. Honestly, it was all right, but I was honestly looking for the next step with this car, and what better step to take than to go with a Megasquirt. So I hit up DIY Auto Tune back in January and had this Megasquirt 2 version 3.57 board built by them. They built it in about a week. Wasn't a terrible lot of money, but I'd rather have them assemble it for me. I'm not really any good with circuit boards and whatnot. So I had them build it. They asked me a bunch of questions about what engine I'm using it on and what I want to do with it and all that. So they were really helpful. So they built that for me. Had it shipped out here. Got the harness with it as well. The unit had to have some mods done to it to run on a 420A. So there's something about a input for the crank sensor, so it can read the crank. As it comes from the factory, the Megasquirt only has one ignition output, and 420As have two ignition outputs for the ignition coil. So what had to be done was there was some kind of modification done in here so that the second ignition output would be put out on pin number 10 on the DB15 here on the side. So this is the regular plug, but there is on pin number 10 over here, there's the second ignition output, which will be used for the engine. So as of now, I'm currently trying to figure out the wiring for this Megasquirt. It has been quite a process. There are some things I do need in here that I know of. I think there's coolant fan relay triggers. I think there's some stuff. Another thing I got to take into consideration was that a lot of you don't know, this car was originally an automatic. So I did an automatic conversion on this car. If you're looking to do that, check out 2GNT.com. Look up auto transmission to manual transmission conversion. There's an entire PDF with pictures on how to do it correctly, and it's super helpful. I did this way back in 2016. All you need is a manual transmission, a clutch. You need the clutch clutch pedal and brake pedal from a manual car. You'll need obviously a stick shift and a speed sensor. I think that's about it. So this was the original transmission computer. It plugged into here and it was sitting underneath the dash. So that's unplugged right now. So half of these wires run through that main harness underneath the hood. So I don't even think I need these. I don't know if I can cut this off and if I'll still get power up to the accessories up here, because of course I want to keep the radio and I want to keep, things like the blower for the air conditioning and whatnot, or the heater, and obviously all of the power up here needs to stay up here. And right now it's just kind of confusing with all the wiring mess, but I'm slowly trying to figure it out. At the time that I got the new engine, that summer I picked up some, I think it's pronounced Accel or Accel, A-C-C-E-L. I picked up some 310cc injectors from them. So that's what I was running in this car along with my FMU. And I liked it. It worked good. I just really wasn't getting the performance I liked out of it. And because I got a new engine, I really just wasn't liking the whole piggyback system. It just really wasn't going for me. So I really wanted to make the jump over to Megasquirt and do this correctly. So because I'm going Megasquirt, I might as well get some big injectors. So these are Fuel Injector Clinic 1000cc injectors. So these things are absolutely beautiful. They even come with a bunch of flow matching schematics or data sheets, I'm sorry, because each set is flow tested and are within some kind of variability between each other, less than a certain percentage, so you know that they'll flow correctly with each other. Another thing I've done is a battery relocate. So I went ahead and did the battery relocate. I have everything except a battery tray to tie down the battery itself to the floorboard here. I'm waiting on that to come in the mail. So this is 2-gauge welding wire. It's all copper. Got it on Amazon for about 50 bucks. It's about 20 feet or so. So I heard you need really large diameter wire, and I want to go all copper instead of the, I think, steel or aluminum, as I think it'll flow better, the amperage and whatnot, less resistance. So this is basically grounded out right here, as you can see, and then the power wire, I have a short cable here running into a 250 amp breaker. So that wire runs all the way through the inside of the car. Drill the hole down here on the firewall, and the wire will run across. So once I have it cleaned up, it'll look better. But the wire comes right here, and it comes down to what they call a bus bar. So that's what this is. This was about $10 on eBay. It's a pretty cheap unit, honestly, but it's just a little plastic box with a, I guess, a thin aluminum plate on it that you can connect 4 terminals up to. So you can connect your 12 volt from your battery, and then you can connect your starter wire, which I have not connected yet, and then your main power to the whole system. So that's really where I'm at, guys. I'm gonna try and keep you updated with my progress. I'll probably shoot another video once I actually have the Megasquirt hooked up and my laptop connected to it. I think I have a little while until that happens, but I'm going to really try and post more this summer. I know I've said that shit before, but I'm really going to try because I know you guys are really interested in what I'm doing. And to be honest, there just isn't enough 420A turbo or really Megasquirt, anything really on the internet. So I'm going to really try and help you guys out by sharing my journey through this process here. So please do me a huge favor, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Check out my old videos if you want to look up just more information on turboing your 420A. Hit the like, comment your questions below. I answer every single comment. I read every single comment. I don't care what it is. I'm really interested in what you guys have to ask of me. So All right, I'm peace. Thank you guys for watching.